Hi everyone, I wanted to make a video just to talk about my experience with entrepreneurship, my general experiences with self-improvement and maintaining discipline across all areas and aspects of your life. And if you relate to some of the things that I say, or if you feel like you definitely see the perspective that I'm coming from, feel free to comment or just subscribe to this channel, because this is the sort of content that I'll be uploading and posting. A lot of times I find myself in the day-to-day feeling very lonely in what I do, what my goals are, what my vision is, and the actions I need to take each and every single day in order for that vision to become true, right? This pathway I know isn't for everyone, right? The pathway I'm referring to, which is applying pressure in every aspect of your life, whether it's through fitness, health, business, career, just making sure you're pushing yourself each and every single day to be better than yesterday, right? I try my best not to lose track of just being better than yesterday and not comparing myself to someone else's version of day 1000 when I'm only on day 10 or day 100. So it is a lonely path because I find myself often feeling quite alone and secluded in my thoughts in the day to day, right? It's very easy to generalize and conceptualize the whole idea of locking in or going through a winter arc. But when you're in your day to day life and you're seeing your day to day experiences, it's a lot harder to rationalize that loneliness, right? Because that loneliness is a feeling, it's an emotional aspect, and it's not something that's easily rationalized, or not something that you're easily able to apply logic to, right? So which makes it a bit harder to overcome. And I find myself feeling very lonely at times, but I know that in the general long term, in order for me to achieve those exceptional results, I do have to be that exception right now. Otherwise, I'm going to achieve the same results everyone else gets, right? Which is in 10 years probably working a job that they're not the fondest of, with a lifestyle or with the health that they're not particularly the fondest of. And to achieve those goals, you need to make sacrifices, right? Whether they're big sacrifices or small sacrifices, I believe that 90% of things in life, or the things that actually make you who you are, comes from those little micro sacrifices you make every single day. Very rarely is it those big one-off decisions, which I agree that there are in some places, but to shape who you want to be and shape your beliefs around an ideal, it's those micro sacrifices you choose to make each and every single day, right? The sacrifice of, should I get out of bed or should I lay in? Should I take the extra 10 minutes to cook myself a meal or prepare myself a healthy snack? Or should I just lay in bed and grab the packet of chips downstairs and eat that? It's those micro sacrifices that stack up over time and compound, right? And ultimately creates your persona. It creates who you are, what you believe in, and what actions you take in accordance to those beliefs, right? Anyways, coming back to the point of this pathway being lonely, I do struggle with it, I won't lie, right? Even though I know that it is going to be lonely, and the thing is, I don't know how lonely it is going to be, for how long, right? If if I knew how long, right, if there was a certain time frame, so let's say 3 years until you get your break, then I'm sure it would be a lot more tolerable. But the fact that I don't know when this sort of grind period of my life is going to end and when I'm finally going to reach that big break. Well, I don't even know if there is such thing as a big break, right? Like, I really don't know, and that sort of uncertainty, that sort of doubt, that sort of grey area makes this journey a lot more difficult. But a sort of frame, a mind frame that I'd like to take, which I also directly pull from Hormozi, is that instead of looking at it like, oh, this is hard and it's going to be difficult for me, just think of it as, hey, this is going to be difficult, which means more people, a lot of people won't be able to do this, which means there'll be a lot more left for me at the finish line, right? More for me at the end of the finish line, because I know so many people wouldn't be able to get past this, right? So just shifting your perspective on things. And that's something I personally am working on a day-to-day basis, trying to be as positive as possible. These micro confirmations I put into myself and instill in myself, and making sure I'm still maximizing my output is what I'm focusing on, and which I will continue to focus on over the next couple years of my life, right? This YouTube channel that I'm creating is just a way for me to document my daily thoughts, right? The thoughts that I have, the actions I take in accordance to those thoughts, and my beliefs. And those beliefs do change. I want to update it with you guys. When I'm having my low points in life, I want to update it with you guys and share it with you guys, right? So that's why I've named my channel Highs and Lows, right? For example, today, the past couple of days, I've been feeling quite sick physically and exhausted, and I've been feeling quite lonely. I have my girlfriend. I do have a partner, a long-term partner who I've been with for around 4 years. I love her very much, but I don't expect her to just, she's busy and she's got her own priorities and her own goals, and she does an excellent job of taking care of me, making sure I'm okay. But that's like 10% of the day. The other 90% you're in your own head. And I think that's the healthiest way to go about relationship, is not being too codependent on each other as well. You guys have your own separate lives, your own separate goals, but obviously come together and work together on building a common goal or a common foundation. So I just wanted to make this video because the past couple of days have been quite tough for me. I am seeing a bit of growth through my agency, which is my main sort of focus, and which will continue to be my main focus over the next couple of years, I think. If you guys ever do, you guys that are on this sort of journey of self-improvement, being 1% better each and every single day, it doesn't need to be like those lock-in TikToks. It doesn't need to be dramatic. It doesn't need to be romanticized. It doesn't need to have an aesthetic. Just do the work. Just get the things that you need to do done. And if you don't know what it is that needs to get done, or your to-do list looks empty, trust me, there are plenty of things that you could be doing right now to either maximize your health, maximize your appearance, your fitness, maximize your earning capacity, maximizing just so many aspects of your life, just knowledge behind a certain area that you're interested in, developing skills that can make you money, skills that can bring you fulfillment or purpose if you already do have a consistent flow of money, whatever it is, right? And that's just coming from a young guy like myself, right? I know I am naive at my age, and I have a lot to learn and a lot to experience. Oh my god, sorry. I am really sick. I haven't been able to really rest or recover, which is probably what I should be doing instead of making YouTube videos and working. But look, I'll feel like more crap if I don't do the things that need to be done. Overall, this journey of entrepreneurship, of self-improvement, is going to be lonely. It's going to involve times where you're doubtful of not only your abilities, but your longevity, if you have it within yourself to last this whole period, right? If what you do actually matters in the end, or if it doesn't matter in the end. And that's the dark period. That's the period that no one else is willing to go through, and that's why no one else will get the results or get that vision that you see, right? And that's why only a small percentage of people that are willing to go through that period of their life and sacrifice years of their life will get those outsized returns, alright? So if you are feeling the same sort of way, keep sticking at it. It will get better as time goes on. Don't quit, keep pushing. Just focus on yesterday, today, and tomorrow, right? If you're ever feeling overwhelmed, and trust me, you don't need to trust me. Everyone on that journey knows what it feels like to get overwhelmed. It's not a niche feeling. Everyone feels it. A little exercise that you could try is just focusing on yesterday, today, and tomorrow. What did I do yesterday, and how can I improve on it today, right? And once you figure that out, you can figure out what you're going to do tomorrow to then up what you did today. That way, those three things then become measurable, they then become trackable, rather than something like, oh, I want to become a millionaire, which you don't really know how many more steps are required to get to that stage. So focus on those 3 things. If you're feeling overwhelmed, you're going to have to accept that this path is going to be lonely. Just keep sticking at it. And if you do enjoy this sort of content, please consider subscribing or just leaving a nice comment. I'd really appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next one.